In problem 4C, what we've been asked to do is to calculate the yield or rate of return to the original discounter and to the holder at maturity. So I just want to draw a diagram to start off with. So the face value of the 30-day bill is 500,000. The bill was discounted at a yield of 9.48%, representing a price of 496,134.23, and after 14 days it was sold for 498,034.36. Now, before we look at the question, this is a good opportunity just to remind everyone how the pricing of these bills works. Now, whenever you're asked to calculate the price of one of these bills, they are a discount security. So what you need to do is start with a face value and then work out what the price is by working backwards. You cannot take the price at time zero and accumulate it forward to get the price at day 14, because the price of this bill will be determined based on the face value at an associated yield. So the only way to do that is to start with the face value and then calculate the present value using the required yield. Now, in this question, we've been asked to calculate the rate of return for the person that bought it at time 0 and sold it at time 14, and then again separately the rate of return for the person that bought it at day 14 and sold it at day 30. Now, in both of those cases, I can use the formula S equals P outside of 1 plus RT. So in the first scenario, S is the future value, which is 498,034.36. 496,134.23 is the present value. That's sort of 1 plus R, which is the return that we're trying to calculate, or yield, multiplied by 14 over 365. Now, divide both sides. I need to isolate the R, so the first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 496,134.23. That cancels. So then what I have is 498,034.36 over 496,34.23. Now, if I subtract 1 from both sides, so if I subtract 1 here and 1 there, that cancels. And that is going to equal R times 14 over 365. Now, if I multiply both sides by 365 over 14, then the 14 over 365 on the right hand side will cancel. So the 14 over 365 on the right hand side cancels, and we're left with R equals 9.98% if we put that in our calculator. Now, if I do exactly the same thing on the right hand side, so it'll be 500,000 equals, and I've just abbreviated it with the K so I don't run out of room, is 498,034.36. So to 1 plus R times In this case, it'll be 16 days that we've held the bill. So the 500,000 divided by the 498, 34.36. If I look at the left-hand side, then remember the next step was to subtract 1. And then the next step was, in isolating the R, was to multiply by 365 over 16. And that leaves me with R. And in this case, R is 9% per annum. So we just followed exactly the same steps on the left-hand side that we did on the right-hand side, but because this was the second time that I did it, I just condensed some of the steps. So now what we've calculated is the rate of return for the investor that bought it at day 0 and sold it at day 14, and then separately the rate of return to the investor that bought it at day 14 and sold it at day 30.